big for them.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this returnable for Sims. Runs through the contact. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Antonio Gibson.
That good for 22 and a 1st down.
At the 41.
Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims Jr., his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Now Pollard. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
2nd and 2.
The numbers for Zeke from last week. 21 carries, 103 yards, and a touchdown.
And even though it's a short week, running backs love when they're in a groove, and that's exactly where he is right now. He's hoping to feast a little bit more here on Thanksgiving.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Throwing on 2nd and long. Dalton. And he's going to go down again.
Andy Dalton sacked. A loss of 12 brings up 3rd down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. pressure again, and down he goes again. Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Alex Smith and company heading back out there now. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, an 80-yard touchdown. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
Dustin Hopkins on for the extra.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return. The Cowboys take.
Here we go with a player spotlight, and we shine that spotlight on Andy Dalton. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The rookie CeeDee Lamb, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. His throw incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite...
It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. Big yardage that time for Washington. And even 40 yards.
And to Washington.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking for Inman deep. It's caught at the 10. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete to
Terry McLaurin on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon.